Vic Jagger in the morning with Huggy Lowdown on Magic 102.3 and 92.7. Well, on the line is an artist, they say, that defies categorization. I believe that. A voice that sounds like velvet, dipped in soul, and sprinkled with a little Marvin Gaye magic. And he'll be heating up the stage this Friday at Constitution Hall, the one, the only, October London. Good morning.
Hey. Good morning. How are you?
I am feeling good, feeling great. And I know you are too. The October Nights Calling All Lovers tour is coming this Friday with Tamar, Braxton, Ro James, yourself. It's going to be such an incredible night. You know, DC loves all of you. And, you know, I'm sure you get asked, like, what kind of night should fans expect, you know, when they come to the October Nights tour? But I want you to give listeners a full experience. Can you plan the perfect date night and then include the show in that? What would be the perfect date night for you?
Oh man, the perfect date night. Oh, well, first you got to start the date night. You know, if you're with your lady, you got to start it off at the house, right? Before she gets all, you know, dialed up and you get, you know, all dapper. You got to run her the bubble bath first, get her right. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that. Okay. Then after the bubble bath and all that, obviously you guys want to get dressed and then head on out to the show. But the closer the seats, the better, because, you know, we're going to be giving a lot of love, a lot of just relationship advice as well on this tour, you know, because we want people to stay together, you know, no more of that separating and doing all that kind of stuff, more love. We need like marriages and we need all types of weddings on this right here, you know?
Yeah.
So, but it's a great experience, though.
So we're not going to eat? I mean, you ain't going to feed a sister? We can't get no dinner.
I'm so sorry about that. Sometimes I get off track. I get so excited to go to the show. You got to go get some food first. You got to get some food. Yeah, you know, a man loves his steak and a woman loves her salmon maybe sometimes. So you might want to go get some food first. Sorry about that. I was just anxious to get to the show.
Get to the show. You're going from the bubble bath to the show, baby. This is what we're doing tonight.
That's it. That's it.
And you love being on stage, clearly. You show that energy every time you hit the stage. What's your favorite part of performing live? Is it the crowd energy, the connection with the band, the moment the lights hit you? What's that moment for you?
Well, for me, first, it's the crowd response. Yeah. You know, when they see me coming out, just that roar of the crowd always gets me. And then towards the middle of the show, I get to act in a fool with the band, and that's one of the greatest parts, too. I let the band do their thing, you know, because it's not just my show. It's not just Tamar's. It's my background singers, which are the beautiful and talented, the trio Shandellas. Yeah. And, you know, it's the band show as well. They get to show out. They get to do their thing as well.
I love that. Your journey has been anything but ordinary. So can you share like your biggest wow or pinch me or mama, I made it moment of your career so far? There has to be that moment you were like, wow, like I'm really here. Like all my hard work and got me to this moment. I can't believe I'm experiencing this.
For me, it would probably have to be, you know, when we're gearing up for tour and all that kind of stuff, having the people that I grew up with and been on the road with before the road of just trying to make it and all that, and seeing them thrive as much as me, and us just being in these Sprinter vans city to city or these tour buses. That's the moment where I'm like, okay, all right, we're finally there. We finally made it.
I love that you show your team so much love, and it speaks to who you are as a leader in that and bringing people with you and just having that camaraderie, that family vibe. And I know that it shows on stage as well. With your style, there's definitely some Marvin Gaye, some D'Angelo energy. Were you always leaning toward that throwback, that soul, or did it evolve over time?
I think I've always had that in me because even as a young kid, just being in the backseat of the car, listening to Frankie Beverly and Mays and Luther Vandross and all that kind of stuff, you know, so I think it's already or always been in me. And then just as I got older, I got to listen to different genres, which made me the multi-genre artist that I am today. So at first it was more R&B old school, and then it just evolved into me wanting to do pop and reggaeton and EDM and, you know, falling in love with artists like John Mayer and D'Angelo and all that kind.
Yeah. Do you remember the first song you ever wrote or recorded?
Oh, yeah, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
What made it terrible? Was it the lyrics?
Well, listening to it now, I've evolved. So now I'm just like, it's a cringe moment for me. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, that's the best you could come up with, bro?
But no, but at the time, I'm sure you were bobbing your head. You were like, "Yeah, this is fire!" Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. I thought it was. I thought it was the bee's knees. You know what I'm saying? But now listening to it, I'm like, ooh. I'm
what
like,
was
that
I
could have been
doing?
better. Yeah, what was I doing? Maybe I'll go back and revisit those songs and maybe remake them, or maybe I'll just, you just gave me an idea.
Well,
maybe
thank you.
maybe I'll give away my first, because I have a lot of albums in my hard drive, and my first one that I ever did, and even the second, third, and fourth one after that. Maybe I might just give them away.
Wow.
This is like here you go. This is the first stuff I've done. It's embarrassing, but here, take it.
Well, I'll take the first one since it was mine.
There you go. There you go. Come on, you got to get yours.
So you're calling all lovers, and I'm curious, what's your definition of a perfect love song? Walk us through, like, your vibe with that. What are the key ingredients?
Key ingredients to a great love song is, it's only one thing, really, and it's meaning it. That's it. Just meaning it, and not just writing lyrics that you think that will grasp an audience. You have to mean it. And then the people will, genuinely go towards that, listen to it more, and actually feel it too. But just meaning it, period. That's the only thing. You have to mean what you say.
Yeah.
And love hard.
And put love in it. It's just like you're cooking. You could tell when someone made that dish with love and the things that,
Right.
they have the ingredients, but the care that they put into it, the intention that they put into it is what makes it delicious as in your music.
Exactly. That's right.
So you work with some incredible people behind the scenes. Do you have someone or some people who are on your dream collab list? People that you really want to get into the studio with, or you just even want to just be in their presence to kind of get that creative energy, that vibe from them?
First person that comes to mind is D'Angelo. Really, I really want to work with him.
Yeah.
D'Angelo. Yeah, John Mayer, obviously. I know I mentioned him before.
Yeah.
Me and Stevie Wonder were working on his project, and he's supposed to be getting on mine as well, so I'm looking forward to actually being in the studio writing a song with him. I've been in the studio with him, just coming up with ideas, but obviously Stevie Wonder. And lately, I don't know, I've been in a Lionel Richie mood, so I kind of want to do a record with him.
Come on, yes. I've seen a lot of celebrities who had experience with Stevie Wonder, and it's always lighthearted. And they're always like, nah, because Stevie can see. Y'all just don't know.
Yeah.
Have you had that experience with Stevie where you're like, hold up, is he really blind? Or?
Oh, absolutely. 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 I was in the studio. Everybody has a story, too, which is crazy. It's like, I'm in the studio I'm sitting behind him, and this guy comes in, and he's asking Stevie, where'd you put that? I don't know what it was. It was something to do with the studio equipment. And he pointed to it. He's like, right there. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
Right.
I turned to my boys that was sitting next to me. I said, did you see that? He was like, oh, my God, he could see.
He can see. Oh, that is so funny. If you had a biopic called Soul in the Fall, the October London story, who would you have to play you? Have you ever thought about that? Because as a creative, your imagination kind of runs wild, and you're like, okay, if I had my story, I would have this person in it, this person. Have you ever thought about that?
No, I haven't. And now you have me thinking about it. Now you really have me thinking about it. I don't know who I would have. To be honest, my son looks like me so much. If he got older and they want to do it later on in life, I'd have my son do it.
That would be a good thing.
So, he looks like me, so that would be one. And he can sing too, so that'd be good.
There you go. Perfect. Studio all night or the stage all night? Where do you feel the most yourself?
I'd have to say studio all night. I just love creating. I'm a creative at heart.
Yeah.
I love being on stage. I love being out there with the fans. But, man, I just really love creating.
Yeah. And it's a sign that there is more genius for you to come, because you're always creating in the studio, trying different sounds. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, back to the drawing board. But that's a part of the process. You've given us that good music. And so you are going to have that stage on fire this Friday. Can you tell people what else you have coming up, projects you have coming up? So once they see you on stage, they're like, okay, I know he got this on the way. So we get a little bit more of October London.
Yeah. I actually just dropped a project with a close friend of mine, Trip Cambridge. So we have that out called Canvas and Cabernet. We just dropped that, which is blowing up right now. I got a project coming out with the massive producers called The Colleagues. We're dropping a record. We're actually going to drop a single called Click Flash. We're going to drop that, I think, next month or sooner. Just so many other projects that I'm working on. Obviously, my alter ego, Sam Nash, the country artist that I have in me. I'm dropping that here shortly.
Yeah,
and
you
then
know you got to drop
music,
that.
so.
Boots on the ground with it.
Absolutely. We're going to start touring Sam Nash. So I'm letting you know first. So we just had a meeting last night. So we're going to start touring Sam Nash brand. So
and make sure you have a line dance to go with your song as well.
Absolutely. Got to.
Yeah. And we're also looking forward to the October takeover. So, yeah, every day in October, you're going to have something going. No, I'm kidding. I wanted to throw that out there.
Hey,
since you're taking ideas,
you know, I'm
giving some gems.
You know, that can happen. We can do it.
Yes. Well, Constitution Hall is where everyone can see you this Friday, the October Nights Calling All Lovers Tour with Tamar Braxton and Ro James and October London. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.